It took me weeks, a lot of thinking, a lot of fearing, a lot of mental chatter and resisting, and so much for me to get to this moment to be in front of you right now. I had a lot of fear of, in some ways, coming out, right? And sharing this video with you, fearing if you would judge me, and if you would accept me, if what I share will no longer be valuable with you. I spent so much time contemplating coming in front of the camera until I started to get angry. Angry with myself for giving a fuck. Angry with myself for not standing in one of the values that I so deeply talk about and share with my clients and hold dear to my heart, which is authenticity is the most important thing. It's the most revolutionary act you can take, is just fucking being yourself and showing up as who you are. So here I am, getting through those fears, because I, for a second, was thinking of how fragile is my sense of belonging, that I'm spending weeks to think and contemplate before I come in front of a camera and share myself. How fragile is my knowing of, like, no matter when I'm good or when I'm bad or when I'm imperfect, that I still belong, right? That I'm not going to be just shunned and put to the corner and pushed aside. Like, all that fear I was grappling with just shows how we still don't understand the concept of belonging to a tribe in a community, and not only how to belong, but how to also allow and facilitate the space that others can not fear that their belonging card will just be taken and swept under their feet, just taken away. I say all this to say that these past couple days, there's been so much going on social media about the two parties. And I felt so uncomfortable to come out and say that I didn't vote. And I didn't vote because in this moment of where I am in my life, and I'm not saying I am right, I'm not saying that this is the option of this should be everybody's option, and if you went out vote, you're bad. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I didn't vote, and I didn't vote because where I am right now in my life, I felt like I was picking between two devils. And it brought me back to another value that I have and that I instill in my clients of, like, choice. So if I feel like I'm picking between two devils, then why am I choosing? I'm not choosing, and there's power in the not choosing. And it just makes me think of how often, like, we get this illusion of we don't have choice when we actually do. And how we give away our choice to another in their control. Because what we're voting for right now is two white men that are seeking power, not power with us, but power over us. And there's so much division between me and my community and people that I love, because I'm supposed to be in compliance with that I have to be in compliance with these two white men that wanna have power over me, and somehow I gotta vote them. And I get it, there's so many systems in place, and there's so many, but you should because of this, and I get it, and I'm with you, and if you feel like voting, go ahead. I'm not saying don't vote. What I'm saying for myself is, in this moment that I am right now, as I contemplate on the future of my son and the future of my future, like, we're spending so much energy against each other for, again, two different white men that want to have power over us. Why are we fighting? Why are we so quickly willing to evoke someone's card of belonging because just where they're at, they're choosing this or choosing that? And this is just where I'm at. So it might change in a week, it might change in a month, but this is where I'm at. And then I'm also thinking and thinking of the so many spiritual leaders and when I say leaders, I'm not even talking about like the mainstream. I'm talking about leaders on my timeline. There's so many healers on my timeline that I value so much that I know is sitting at the same place I am sitting, but are not saying anything. Why are you not saying anything? Silence is compliance. I'm just being authentic right now because I'm having such a hard time just being in my head of like, how do I show up and actually share what I feel without people judging me? But when I still feel in my heart in this moment like something is going on, and I wasn't expecting to cry. But that's when vulnerable moments happen, when you allow yourself to actually feel everything that you've been feeling. Like, this is what I've been feeling for the past couple weeks. And thinking of, how do I come in front of the camera and be perfect? But I can't be perfect, and someone's going to tell me that I don't have the facts, and another person is going to say this, and then another person is going to say this. But I have my truth. And it doesn't have to be your truth. And how can we still love each other? Right? And there's some people that don't want to love, and I'm not. They could be where they want to be. But for the people in my reality and in my life, in my community, that we do want to love each other, how can we love each other but still allow each other to hold their own truths at the moment and give them space to rise and change? Because if I allow you to share your truth, and you can share mine, and then we can grow from the many stories and the different perspectives and the ideas, and we don't have to have group thought. Like, the fact that you want me to believe the same thing you believe is that you expecting me to fit in this fucking bubble that we've been working so hard to get out of. I don't have the same opinions as you. And no, I didn't fucking vote. Because I stand somewhere right now. And I want to have the world, and what I'm hoping to create is a world that my son can grow up in and share his perspectives and share his opinions without his belonging card being revoked from him. And that means showing up authentically to share who I really am. And I will deal with the consequences later. But knowing that I showed up wholeheartedly as who I am in this moment, not having the answers at all, but really just wanted to really be in the moment and share how I'm feeling in this moment. Just please be mindful that you are creating the world through your actions. Be yourself creating those actions and those decisions. Just be yourself. Right? And be the person that you want to see in the world, because the more you do that, the more you will give others the permission to do so. Because we all want to be ourselves, but oftentimes when we are ourselves, again, the belonging card gets taken away from us. This feeling of I am, and I am because you are, and I am together in this with you, like, and I love you, and even though I am here and you are there, we can still experience love. Like, that's like what we're yearning for, the sense of belonging that is so feels so fragile inside of me. So, yeah, this is not even about politics. This video is about being authentically who you are in the moment, regardless of what the mainstream says and what others around you say. as long as you're willing to keep an open mind, an open ear to listen, and an open heart, if you can do that, then you can keep an open mouth of being authentically who you are and sharing that and expressing that. Feels so good to get that off my chest. I love you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your community. Take care of your heart. Take care of those around you. And most importantly, again, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You are the most important person in the world. Peace. We'll talk soon.